Hey YouTube, welcome back to Honeybees and Apple Trees, where our mission is to connect homesteaders and educate you about things that we're doing. We're a small 3-acre farm, my wife and I, out in the country. Today we are honey harvesting. So as you can see, I've pulled a frame out of my hive, and this is what capped honey looks like. So you'll know that a frame is ready to harvest when the entire frame is completely capped. Now it's fascinating to see what happens with bees when they go to dry honey. So they take raw nectar and they fan it to get the moisture content down. Now I'm going to focus and zoom in on this one particular area of this frame because there is some uncapped nectar down here. So you can see that. Now there's not enough of it on this frame to really worry about, so I'm going to go ahead and extract this out. But this is what the nectar will look like before it's capped off, and it will ferment if you harvest too soon. So the bees have an amazing sense of how to get it to the perfect moisture content. So here's some tools of the trade. What I use, just a sieve and a 5-gallon bucket with a gate valve on it. You can also use a separator intended for paint, but this is specifically from betterbee.com, so that's where I've gotten my items here. I've also got a knife here, an uncapping knife that I'll just run along. Now you'll see that it's serrated and it's angled on one end, so the goal here is to just, if you get it right, to hold it just so that it runs along the edges of the frame and it lets all of that honey and cappings go down. Now I do save the cappings to use for other projects, just because you can make different things with it, but I also go ahead and bottle the honey. So this gate valve works perfectly for that. Now I did also try this Vevor 2-frame honey separator, but I just couldn't quite get the hang of it in this video here, so I struggled with the honey separator. This is just one more technique that you can use to harvest honey. Ironically, I preferred the good old crush and strain method, which you'll see here more in this video of what I'm doing here is just getting all of those wax cappings off and letting the honey flow out and letting it drain down and separate out that honey from the wax cappings. So this is just the way I do it. Again, the honey separator is another way, but it was the first experience of using a honey separator, and so I struggled with using it correctly. At times you'll also notice I did struggle with the crush and strain method as well. As you can see, I kind of struggled to get the knife just right. It works best if you run the knife along the edges there of the frame itself, and it's intended to be angled on each side so that you can do that correctly. All right, everybody, that's it. Thanks for watching, as always.
Thanks for watching.